I'd spent years running our business here and living in this community here without really having a phrase that summed up what it is we did. And I was sitting in a car in Cleveland Street in Sydney in the rain. It was a taxi. I was running late to catch a plane, which is often the case. And I looked up at a wall, and on the wall was this faded couple of words. It actually happens to be St Vincent de Paul motto, good works. And it was faded. It must have been painted 50, 60 years ago. And it got me thinking I've never, ever understood more directly the premise on which our business, and I guess my own philosophy's been that overall, if you focus on doing good things to your community and good things to your staff and good things in general, there's an upside, a really big upside. So for me, good works just dropped into my lap as a present from St Vincent de Paul, the Catholic Church. When you start out, you haven't got much to give except toil. You haven't got a lot of money when you're a young agent. So what you've got to do is try and find some areas in which you can help people that are outside real estate. The more work you do outside being a real estate agent, where you're being paid a fee, the better, in my view, it is for you in your community, in the sense that people think you're a rounded human being and that you're not just there asking to sell their home and make what is often very large commissions. We find good people and then teach them to do, or coach them to do, whatever it is that we need them to do. So you can find good people and teach them to be salespeople, for example, but you can't find salespeople and then teach them to be good people. So our whole recruitment premise over the years has been to find good people. I know this is simplistic, and a lot of people have got an aversion to people who say there's only two types of people, but for me, having run not only this type of organisation but other organisations over time, it's pretty self-evident to me that there is just two types of people. There's good people and there's the others. I've had just about everything happen to me in both of the organisations I've run. I've had people who earn $1 million walk out of the front door of my business on numerous occasions, right? I've had issues just like everybody else has. But the difference is that once you've been doing it for a long time, you know that it'll be okay. The second thing is that you've got to stay calm, and you just need someone to tell you that, calm at your core. When you're a leader, imagine a film of magnifying glass across you. So whenever your staff look at you, everything you do is magnified, whether it's a nervous tick, whether it's a tell in your eye, whether it's, whether you shake, whether your voice has got a waver. It's by 10 when people are watching you. So what you've got to do is develop a way to be calm, even if you're not. So that when those bad things, the bad day happens, people can watch you and they still feel okay. The GFC up here was very tough. And I think in our business here, our market share grew a great deal, but it grew primarily because the leadership team in our business here stayed calm through those 4 or 5 hard years. So stay calm.